I told you about them damn analytics. I'm not going to say it's the worst decision in World Series history for Kevin Cash to take out Blake Snell, but I got to say this to you. I don't know of one worse.
I needed sabermetrics to bail me out the way Tampa Bay front office bailed out the Dodgers. At a macro level, I think these front offices are really ruining our game.
Kevin, why did you pull Blake Snell?
All right, let's pause there for a sec. I know everyone's talking about this, and the grand consensus seems to be that Kevin Cash made the wrong decision to pull Blake Snell in the 6th inning last night. And there's a lot of debate as to why he might have done that and why he shouldn't have done that. But let's hear from one specific person in particular, everyone's favorite, Jomboy. Let's hear what he has to say about this.
He goes to the bullpen right away. He doesn't even want to give Snell the chance to plead his case to stay in the game. So let's take a look at the numbers that support this. Common sense just says, hey, their best hitter's coming up. Our guy's dealing. This reliever's been bad. Keep the good pitcher in. Now, if you want to go into the analytics, we can go into the analytics because the biggest thing that Kevin Cash said is he believes in third time through the order. The more times a batter sees a pitcher, the better he's going to fare. That's kind of the blanket case across the league. Well, let's hone in on these individual performers. 730 OPS second time facing a batter and 716 OPS third time facing a batter. So there's not a crazy drop off. If anything, he gets better the deeper into a game once he gets to the second time.
Hold up. Are we just going to ignore his OBP numbers? The third time through the lineup, his OBP numbers are higher than the first or second time through the lineup. You know you can score by hitting a whole bunch of singles and getting a whole bunch of walks, right? But, Jomboy, I'll give it to you. Let's say Snell isn't that bad the third time through the lineup. I'll give you that. What else do you have?
Now let's look at the batter coming up, Mookie Betts. In 2020, he's clearly gets worse and worse the more times he sees the starting pitcher. He goes from a 904 OPS in his first at-bat to a 786 in his third. Let's go back another year. In 2019, this was the same deal for Mookie. His worst numbers come from his third time facing a starting pitcher. Okay, so the analytics don't really support that.
All right, Jomboy, I gotta stop you there. I don't think you're right about this. And let me explain why. You're right, Mookie does hit worse the third time through the lineup. But have you considered that maybe, just maybe, numbers will lie to you every once in a while? Think about this. How often does a pitcher go through a lineup 3 times? It's less than the other 2 categories, because in order to get to the lineup a third time, you're going to have to get through a second time, and also a first time. So that sample size is by far the smallest. But then look at the numbers again. Look at 2019. Mookie's batting average, OBP, and slugging are the best the second time through the lineup. Now, if you use your brain a little bit and try to put the numbers together, this is what I get at. In order for a starting pitcher to go through a lineup 3 times, he probably has to be dealing. Because all the pitchers that gave up 8 runs in the first inning, they're no longer pitching the third time around. The more Mookie sees a starting pitcher, the better he hits against him. The problem is, he doesn't always get to see the starting pitcher a third time around. And when he does, the pitcher's usually dealing. So this sample size of starting pitchers are the people who are performing at peak performance. With that in mind, it kind of makes sense why Mookie struggles the third time around, because those pitchers that have lasted that far are doing pretty well. Now, I'm not here to debate whether or not Kevin Cash made the right decision. Should he have pulled out Snell? Possibly. Should he have kept him in? Possibly. I'm just here to say that you can twist the numbers to tell any story that you want. The debate over analytics is really funny because if you think about it, the numbers themselves don't have any meaning. We as people, as coaches, as managers, we give the numbers meaning. Just as Jomboy used these numbers to prove, quote unquote, that Mookie struggles the third time around, I can show you how, no, maybe the pitchers are just doing really well the third time around. All this is to say, numbers do lie. And I'm just sad the Rays lost. Sorry it's been so long since I uploaded. Finishing my last semester at school, and so you guys probably won't hear from me for a while. But I really want to do longer form pieces instead of just these short ones. So leave a comment down below on what types of videos you want to see, what topics you want to see me cover. And I hope to see you guys soon. Stick around.